knowing this long run is done just feels so good. So for anyone who was here already this year for Berlin, London, congratulations. I didn't say it. I forgot about how
Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all having a nice weekend, and I just wanted to bring you a quick recap of this week as it's been the peak week of my training for the Chicago Marathon in 2022. A lot of good workouts going on, a lot of easy running as well, just to get those miles in this peak mileage week, peak workout week. So let me break it down for you now. So Monday, I actually kicked things off with a rest day. Remember, we were just coming off of that half marathon, long marathon pace workout on the Sunday prior. So Monday was a nice rest day, really focused on foam rolling and stretching. I mentioned there were a few areas in my glutes and my calves that felt like they just needed a little bit of work and maybe were not getting the attention they needed. So I made sure to roll out some of those areas and just make sure everything was feeling loose and recovered after that workout to get back into running this week. Tuesday was a tough one. It was humid, it was hot, the dew point was high, and it just felt like running through a really mucky, wet environment. It was pretty difficult, but it was 5 miles easy. Easy pace was hard to maintain. Honestly, the heart rate climbed just a little bit. The effort felt difficult, again, just because it's never comfortable to run in these hot, humid temperatures we've been having here in New York and honestly all around the world this summer. But nonetheless, we got those 5 miles done. Now Wednesday, we had a much better turnout as far as how the workout felt. It was a drier day, it was a little bit of a cooler day, and we went out onto the track for our 400 meter repeats. Now this was the final 400 meter workout that I would be doing for the Chicago Marathon. So we went all the way up to 8 reps, and it came out to about 5.5 miles total with the warm up, the reps themselves, and then the cool down. The way I like to do my 400 meter repeats for marathon training is I do the 400 meter rep and then I do a 400 meter recovery lap around the track. Usually takes about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to 3 minutes of recovery time, and then I jump right back into the next set of 400 meters at a faster pace. So that went really well. I'll pop the paces back on your screen and a recap from Wednesday. Again, like I said, very consistent, very comfortable, and ultimately the recovery times also were consistent, which is nice and just helps show me that I wasn't overreaching on those faster reps, and it fits very well in where I think my fitness is for this Chicago Marathon that's coming up in just 3 weeks. Now, Thursday was the one day that I was inside this week. Wanted to just make sure I wasn't outside in the heat. Wanted to stay in the air conditioning, still let my fluids and everything recover from the tougher workout that was on Wednesday. And we did 3 miles on the treadmill. The treadmill, again, is usually an easy run for me. I'm not someone who likes the treadmill, so I try not to do too many miles in there because honestly, it's just mentally difficult for me. But nonetheless, 3 miles were done, and it also helped us prepare for Friday. Friday was the last 20-mile run that I was doing for this Chicago Marathon training block. You know that I've struggled with some of the other 20-milers. It was just hot and humid in the last run that we went out and did, actually on Long Island in New York. Still got it done, but this one was much more comfortable, and I'm much more happy with the way this one turned out. Honestly, this is exactly what I would expect or hope for from my long runs, and let me just give you a little bit of a reaction from this Friday from myself. So it turns out that on Friday, instead of taking a video in all my tiredness and deliriousness of finishing 20 miles, it looks like I only took a photo. So this is the photo I got. And now we'll just move on to the second thing I had to say.
I will say one more thing, and I forgot how good it feels to hit the peak week of a training block or to finish the long run of the week of the training block. I still have a run to do on Sunday, so hopefully I do have the legs for that. I want to do 10 more miles, but knowing this long run is done just feels so good. So for anyone who was here already this year for Berlin, London, congratulations. I didn't say it. I forgot about how it feels and how special it is to finish, the peak week of the training block. Just know that you got to take care of your body, foam roll, and cruise in with the taper. At this point, the work is done. For those of you doing Chicago, I hope you had a good run this weekend. I hope you feel as good as I do. And, even if it wasn't the best run, just know that you made it this far. And, at this point, you put in the work and, try and enjoy that a little bit, regardless of if you didn't maybe think you had the best run today. For those of you doing New York or anything else beyond this weekend being the peak week, you know, look at the smile on my face. I'm feeling good. You're like a month away, right, from this point. So just keep pushing, keep working, and you're gonna feel this good when you get to your taper as well. So now I'll send it back over to the wrap up of the week.
So as you can probably tell, I was very excited with that run. The paces really progressed nicely. I focused on keeping it easy. I spent the first 10 miles or so below 140 beats per minute for my heart rate, which is a good easy pace for me. And then on the return route, because it was out and back, I let myself pick up the pace just a little bit. I tend to do that anyway. I get excited and I know I'm halfway done. I'm going to be coming back towards home, and I tend to pick up the pace. Sometimes I need to control it and remind myself, hey, you still have 8 miles left. Don't go too fast yet. So I just let myself build in pace progressively to around actually 8:40 per mile for the last quarter mile or so, which is going to be hopefully my marathon pace. So we did get up to that speed just briefly. Didn't want to overdo it on the legs, but just wanted to see if after 20 miles I could still get up to that pace, and it felt very good. The weather was great and we got it done. So I was very happy about that. So today's Saturday. Honestly, today we spent most of the day just hanging out. Not long after Megan's birthday, it's our anniversary from our wedding. So we spent a lot of the day today outside, hanging out at this farm, just going through the orchard, having a drink or two, and then going out to eat and having a nice dinner. When it comes to running, today was just a rest day, and we're just getting ready again for one last run, which will be Sunday, tomorrow, where I'm going to be on course at the Bronx 10 miler. This is a New York Roadrunners race. I'm not planning on going out too hard. I'm just going to use it as an opportunity to get 10 more miles in, keep things nice and easy, smooth, maybe just push the legs a little bit here and there just to see if they're still, you know, feeling comfortable getting up to speed, but I'm not going to push it if anything feels tight or, you know, just isn't feeling too well after still having done 20 miles just yesterday. And that'll bring us up to 43 miles for the end of this week and really peak our total mileage, peak as far as all of the long runs that I was able to do this week, peak as far as the number of reps I did during 400 meters. So this is really the culmination of everything that's been building. And at this point, we're really just going to be looking into the taper for the next 2 weeks as we go, or 2 or 3 weeks as we go into Chicago. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all had a great long run this weekend. Maybe you're getting ready to taper yourself. Maybe you're already in the taper for London or Berlin. Or for those of you still building up for New York City, you're not too far behind me. For those of you running Chicago with me, congratulations again. We did it. We got to this point. That's probably going to be the beginning of a taper for a lot of you. Maybe some of you are doing a 2-week taper and you've got 1 week left. So keep pushing. Again, you saw the smile on my face from Friday, and you're not too far off from that, those of you running New York or Chicago with a shortened taper. So thanks for watching, everybody. Again, hope that everything went well this weekend, and I hope to see you in the next video.